Hello, people who are not here yet. Oh, one person's here. Spoke a split second too soon. Hello, hello, welcome. Waiting for people to get here, then we will start. And rest assured, this does work. Give it a chance. You will be pleasantly surprised. At least I hope you will. Oh, hi. Hi, Bob. How are you today? How's your foot since I did that mini You got pains? Uh-oh, where at? When was the last time you were here? You are welcome. Like pure pain. All right. Well, just what caused it? Do you know? Or does it just start happening? Serious question. Hey Chris, how are you? You feel more aware now, so the pain has come. Yikes. When was the last time you were here? But when I teach in person, the idea was when I wanted to do classes and no one really paid, so I didn't do them. As a matter of fact, a bunch of people quit when I said, "Hey, we're going to do a class." And they haven't really been back since. He was like, "Oh, I thought you wanted to do a class. I can't afford it." I'm like, dude, it's like $50 a month. But I have everyone do foam rollers because they realize how much pain is actually in their body when they use those, right? Like pain that they didn't notice was there. So what you're saying is accurate. But that's how I teach that lesson. So for this, I would advise to I do private one-on-ones. Jade helps me, so it's two of us where we go in and really go in deep and get everything out. It's only $60. The link is in my description. Please, we have about 20 minutes before we start, I think, because it's school night, and we'll probably do one or two tonight. So I recommend doing one of those too. For those of people who have done it, they say it's worth it. So I think it might be for you too, especially in such a painful state. But I try to make it accessible as possible. This will do it too. It just takes a bit longer, right? Because of the amount of people, we can't go in as deep right now. Yes, I am, Boopster. You noticed. Hopefully that continues to grow. But it's stagnant sometimes, right? Remember, it didn't change for like 2 weeks. Oh, Donna. Okay. Well, thank you. I'll remember that. You don't want to be called Boopster? Hmm. You're working out, so you're starting to learn to like pain. Well, okay. So that's where it started from. Well, that is normal. Space monkey. Right, you do feel sore, especially if you're a little older. Okay, well, I'll call you that, Donna. When you say, "Hey, Donna," no, 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 I'm talking about. There's actually more than one Donna here. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I am back. Wait for a response. You sent me a message here to my Gmail. Let me see. I replied to that, actually. I think, unless you just sent it. Yeah, you replied to that already. Oh, no. I don't know. I don't know who's who. I have a bunch of emails. Cat, no. Stop whining. Stop whining. I see her there, but I don't know which email is yours. 17 people. You've been called worse. ETs are in chat. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't think they're in chat, but they're probably definitely around. Hi, Morales. Um, oh, book appointment possible. I guess, Teresa. Hi, Cece. How are you? The ETs wanted you to forget. Yeah, they tend to do that. It depends. It probably depends which one, Isaac. And what they look like. Hi, Lena. I would recommend going to one of those tattoo removal places and get that off. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. No, I just said that's fine. I'll do it. Just send it. However, we PayPal or Cash App. But for your issue, just coming here every night, you're probably better off. Why is that, Space Monkey? Did you, JC, did you tell someone, do they come here? Did she get Reiki sigils tattooed to herself? Yeah. No, what is it? Space Monkey, can you book an appointment? Because honestly, that's going to be some work. I guess, TT. Yes, Reiki sigils, they have sigils. That's part of the initiation, is they put sigils in your body. Anyone who, yeah. What is both? What is vortex healing? I mean, um, um, it's not funny, but it's not funny, but I mean, that just sounds like gateways into the body. That's like, that's like, what's it called? Case in point. Yeah, good on you. Yeah, that does not sound good. The ETs are absolutely not your friends. Oh no, they're not friends. Book an appointment, Space Monkey. Like stuff like that. They're cheap. It's like $60 for the session. It's worth it. I mean, there's portals. That's like a synonym for vortex. We're going to start in a few minutes, guys. Actually, we're doing 1.5-ish tonight. So I'm going to let it give people a little bit more time to get here. Any new people? I wouldn't say they hate us. They're just trying to obtain what they once lost. Yeah. I know, right, Isaac? Yeah, that'd be nice. They care about themselves. Absolutely. Oh, KTT. Event Horizon movie, a good one as well. Hi, Josh. Welcome back. Yeah, I know you're kidding, Space. I hope you're kidding, Space Monkey. They are not going to help. They're trying to help themselves. Otherwise, they'd be doing this. I mean, they kind of try. Not really. They can't be trusted. Yeah, no, you don't. Einstein wasn't an alien. Space monkey. I'm sorry to break it to you. It's not. It's not like Men in Black portrayed. Yeah, right. I wish. Yeah. They're absolutely not monkeys. They're not space monkeys. And I recommend getting them removed before they start pecking at your mind. Like I said, that stuff. I recommend signing up for a private session. But yeah, but I'm serious. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick lecture. One of the things you love so much from me. Should be more than exactly. Okay. You guys know who this is? John Chang, the Magus of Java. Oh, yeah, and there goes the freaking orbs. Great. That's exactly what I need tonight. You do know who the Magus of Java is. See, you guys.
The Magus of Java.
This is stupid. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. I'm going to present to you, then we're going to talk a little bit about it. Right? Okay.
It was in the big city where Java confronts the 20th century that we got a real shock. Lord was suffering from a bad eye infection at the time. The cameraman's caused the panic.
Lawrence had heard of a man who might be able to help, and dragged me to him despite my reservations.
This is him. Just relax and enjoy.
He uses acupuncture needles and the traditional points, but with a twist. Through them, he directs a form of electricity, as he calls it. But he doesn't draw the electricity from a wall socket. He claims to generate it within his own body. It was nothing like any acupuncture I'd ever had. I was getting really powerful electric shocks and couldn't control my movements at all.
Okay.
He says that what he does is no more supernatural than an electric eel, which also knows how to harness its yin and yang energies.
Yeah, positive and negative, and my positive from here and my negative from here, and we meet together, this can get like electricity.
And is this because you're special? You have a special sort of...
It's meditation every day.
It's meditation.
Meditation every day. Like a yoga.
Uh-huh.
But I studied about 18 years.
18 years.
18 years from my child people.
Can you project this energy through your hands only or through other things as well?
Like you can touch me, like this, it's nothing, okay? It's my burn. Just like this.
Our sound recordist, Simi, was skeptical at first. Later, he told us that anybody could learn this. God had given us all the yin-yang polarity, but it takes discipline and meditation to awaken and control it.
Kita harus belajar lagi, meditasi lagi.
And you must be very aware of your emotions.
Lalu emosi kita pukul orang bisa tuh very dangerous, bisa mati.
This energy can be dangerous. It can kill as well as heal.
Kita biasanya.
Then he asked for our newspaper. Whatever he had done to our newspaper, it's how he'd healed my eyes that made me wonder. What do these people living in the shadows of the volcanoes still know that we of the West have forgotten?
All right, so if you watched him for 5 years. So okay, so yeah, so that's John Chang. He's no longer living. He actually took 2 Western students and he outlived them. After he took the 2, he decided to never take any Western students again. Why do you think that is, guys? Why do you think that very, soft-spoken, polite person decided never to take another Western student? Not blockages. One of these days, someone is, well, I mean, I guess, what's his name? But not got exploited. Nope. Nope. Part of it, but not really. Not necessarily, Isaac. They did all the exercises that he wanted them to do, the two that did. But why did specifically after he decided to teach these two people, one of them passed away, who was younger, passed away before he did. Why do you think he decided not to take any more students than the two? Also, too, this is Mel Gibson met him, and he talks about being levitated across a wall. By the way, not because they became powerful. Our way of thinking, very close, Cece. But what else? It's not because Westerners are trash. He didn't think that. They definitely screwed it up for everyone. But one of them actually became, what might be perhaps his most advanced known student, right? He might have other people. But as far as publicly is concerned, there's no more people left in that lineage. But why? Why do you think? I mean, he probably had Asians. He probably had a few local students. They're there for a while. They didn't honor the teachings. I mean, that's not necessarily true. But what were they missing? What do you think? I mean, I heal eyes all the time. Not forbidden knowledge. That's the Magus of Java. That's John Chang. When it became wise, I mean, sort of, but not really. Purity, close. I'll give you guys a little bit more to try to can't get the answer. And we take it, and he passed away in 2019. But also consider that now he retired in about 2001 or so. This was way before the internet, right? And like I said, he had two Western students. So one of John McMillan was one of his students. No, it had nothing to do with acupuncture. He just used that as a thing. Weapon, no. They had jelly arrows, auras, no. A bunch of their stuff was cleared because of the training. But are we guessing again? Oh my gosh, you didn't even paying attention. You're guessing why John Chang only had two Western students, and after them, if he accepted them, he decided never to teach Westerners again. Why do you think that is? You saw how self-spoken and polite he was. Why would he make such a decision? like Jim McMillan was his top student, Western student. He trained with him for 5 years, and he got to be pretty good at it, right? But only to an extent. And he passed away before John Chang did, about a decade before, and he was younger, without reaching his level, right? So why did he decide to stop teaching Westerners? So no one knows. Maybe those two students didn't. Bad. Guess they became bold. No, not necessarily. I mean, they were free to do whatever they want. No, it's because so John Shang. So there's two parts of the practice. There's energy cultivation and there's invocation, right? So there's energy cultivation and there's invocation, right? Chang was so powerful that he attracted a lot of people. A lot of people wanted to be his student. He took Jim, I guess it was like for some reason, maybe because he documented in his book, or his ancestor told him to, because he was actually in contact with or working with one of his distant ancestors, right? He was working with one of his distant ancestors. And guess what Jim's outlook was guess what Jim's McMillan's outlook was? No, the spirits don't care. Those spirits are enlightened. But what would Jim McMillan's outlook would be? What do you think it was in regards to John Chang invocating and communicating with ancestral spirits in the 70s and 80s? What do you think, guys? What 80s? What do you think? What was Jim McMillan's outlook on that? Devil worship, exactly. So, in other words, he tried to teach him the next steps, but he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it because he thought that John was in communication with demons. And Jim was also Christian. So he did part of the practice, but not the other part, the more important part to get to the next levels. And which he needed to regulate the energy, right? Therefore, he passed away young. Relatively young, I should say, amid health problems. Whereas John went on and lived to be quite old. I mean, there's something like that. I think you're missing the point, Space Monkey. The point is, he stopped teaching Westerners, not because he didn't like his students, it's because he didn't listen to what he said. Because they simply thought they knew better. So now there's these books, right, on how to cultivate Mo Pai energy without the invocations. He is only reading comments off Snapchat, FYI. What are you talking about? All right. With that being said, any new people who have never done this before? But that's why he stopped teaching. Actually, when I was talking to Jade about it, she was saying that he had the same problem that I had. I have. I mean, there's different classes of spirits, guys. Not all. There's more. There's more angels that would consider evil than demons, but we're not there. Yeah, no things. Well, I mean, I'm teaching this, so that's not the point. So, anyway, anyone who's never done this before, guys, here, see, there you go, TT. I mean, people hear me, but they don't listen. I'm not trying to be offensive, but I mean, it's proving my point. Loretta will try to boost you up. Exactly. His student didn't follow through. He said, I'm not doing this. I'll go home and practice myself. Correct. I mean, I think I explain it pretty well. And Spidey gets it. Good. Exactly. Anyway. All right. Anyone here who's never done the healing before? We're about to start. Yeah, that's not true either, Donna. Eyes lowered. Okay. Everyone ready? Everyone ready? Any new people? So basically for this, you're going to lie down, relax, and breathe. If not, you can kind of like lay back in your chair and relax. This is quite strong. It's quite potent. As we work, you feel stuff. Pay attention to your body and your thoughts. This is an energetic killing. It's potent. You're going to hear me speak some Japanese while I'm speaking. Yeah, just relax. And also, too, I'm going to go silent for a moment while I do it. And while I am silent, just let the energy flow. Everyone's ready? All right. Amate dasu mi oyano kami no misu maru 命照らし国静かなりアマテラスミ親の神のみすまるの命照らし国静かなりアマテラスミ親の神のみすまるの命照らし国静かなり月よみつみ親の神の一家の思月に綴りて鏡のことし月よみつみ親の神の一家の思月に綴りて鏡のことし高天張にかむずまります。かむろぎ、かむろみのみこともして、すめみおyeかむ、いずなぎの神つくしのひまかの立花のモードのあわぎがはるに、みそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときにあれませる。はらいどのお神たち、もろもろのまがごとつみかいりを。はらいたまいきやめたまいと申すことのよしを。あまつ神、くにつ神、やお、よるずの神たちともにひこしめすと。かしこみも申す。たかあまはりにかむずまります。かむろぎ、かむろみのみこともして。すめみ、おやかむ、いずなぎの神つくしのひまくの立花のほどのあわぎがはるに、みそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときにありませる。はらいどのお神たち、もろもろのまがごとつみかいりを。はらいたまい、きよめたまいと申すことのよしを。あまつ神、くにつ神、やお、よるずの神たちともにひこしますと。かしこみも申す。たかあまはりにかむずまります。かむろぎ、かむろみのみこともして、すめみ、おyeかむ、いざなぎの神つくしのひまかの立花のモードのあわぎがはるに、みそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときにありませる。はらいどのお神たち、もろもろのまがごとすみかえりを。はらいたまい、きやめたまいと申すことのよしを。あまつ神、くにつ神、やお、よるずの神たちともにひこしますと。かしこみも申す。どうその神、あまていらします。すみみ神のみ胸を伝えて教え導きのたまわく。人はすなわち、神とのもとの主たり。何時らの真摯の痛ましむることなかれ。この家に目にもろもろの風情を見て、 心にもろもろの風情水。耳にもろもろの風情聞いて。心にもろもろの風情聞かず。口にもろもろの風情言って。心にもろもろの風情言わず。身にもろもろの風情に触れて。心にもろもろの風情に触れず。心にもろもろの風情を思とも。中心にもろもろの風情を思わず。この時に清く潔きことあり。もろもろのノリは影と形のことし。清く清ければ汚れることなし。ことをとらばうべからず。皆花よりずの身とはなる。我が身はすなわち特根少女なり。特根少女なるがゆえに。ゴゾの真君兄なり。ゴゾの真君兄なるが。ゆえに天地の神と特根なり。天地の神と特根なるが。ゆえに万物の霊同体なり。万物の霊同体なりが。ゆえになすところにこって成就せずということなし。無常霊法、真珠仏教、大乗仏教、名誉入賞、神奈川列、払いたまい、清めたまい、守りたまい、先はいたまい、照らしたまい、導きたまい。高間の晴れに神ずまります。すめ神たち、いやわらしたも、特殊の水の宝持ちて、余ってる国てる引け雨のほあかりくしたま、ねぎはやひのみことに、静けたもこと教えてのたまわく、今しこの水の宝持ちて、中津国に雨下り、あう人ぐさ沈め収めよ。あう人ぐさおよび、夜ずのものの病のことあらば、かむ宝を持ちて、見くらいと沈みに起きて、見た目沈みの祭りを、なして水の宝を振るべ、そのかむほぎの言葉に曰く、木のい木のと、火のい火のと、土のい土のと、かのいかのと、水のい水のと、ひふみよ、ひむなやこと。二のとふるべゆらゆら、かく祈りせばわかるともさらにきなんとしたも。雨の神の身をやみこと乗りかけてみて、雨の岩、船に乗りて、河内の国の川上の光る画面に天下りましまして、大和の国、引きの山のふもと、白庭の高庭に移しましまして月祭りとも、名付けて、イスの神の狼と申し立て祭り、よよかむ宝を持ちて、夜ずの者のために、うるべの鎌ごと持ちて、せかすなしとゆえの古の見た目の神と、うやまい、立て祭り、すめみこと、おまらじ、おとどその神たききを持ちて、いつきに使い祭りとも、もののびの神のやしろ、雨がした、夜ずの者のたごえなりいてもとかむ宝は、いわゆる、おきつ鏡、平つ鏡、やつくの剣、いく玉、たる玉、まかるか石の玉、知恵が石の玉、おろちのひれ、八のひれ、くすぐすのもののひれ、さらにとくすの神、火のい木のと、火のい火のと、土のい土のと、かのいかのと、水のい水のと、ひふみよ、いむ、なやこと。二のとふるべゆらとゆら。かし立て祭ることのよしを持ちて、平ら結局きこしめせと。命長く、子孫羽、時はかきわに。守りたまい、先はいたまい、かじ立て祭り。神通寺妙心力かじ。高めの晴れに神ずまります。生命神たち。いやわらしとも、特殊の水の宝持ちて、余っている国てる引け雨のほあかりくしたま、ねぎはやひのみことに、静けたもこと教えてのたまわく、今しこの水の宝持ちて、中津国に雨下り、 あ人草、沈め、収めよ。あ人草、および、よりずのものの病のことあらば、神宝を持ちて、見下いた沈みに起きて、御霊沈みの祭りを、なして水の宝を振るべ、そのかむほぎの言葉に曰く、木の木のと、火の火のと、土の土のと、かのかのと、水の水のと、ひふみよ、いむ、なやこと。にのと、ふるべ、ゆらゆら、か、ゆらつゆら、かしたてま、ゆらゆら、かくいなりせば、まかりともさらにきなとしとも。雨の神のみをやみことのりかけてまいて、雨の日は船に乗りて、河内の国の川上の、怒る神に山下りましまして、大和の国、危機の山のふもと、白庭の高庭に、移しましまして、月祭りとも、なぜ聞いて、イースの神の狼ともしたて祭り。よよかむ宝を持ちて、よりずの者のために、古びの神ごと持ち、すかせなしとゆえの古の御霊の神と、敬い、たて祭り、すめみことおまなじ、おどろその神たけきを持ちて、いつきに使い祭りとも、物のべの神の社、雨がした、よりずの者のとごいなりてんもっとかむ宝は、いわゆる、おきつ鏡、平つ鏡、やつくの剣、いく玉、たる玉、わかるが石の玉、ちいが石の玉、おろちのひれ、八のひれ、キスギスのもののひれ、さらに徳さのか、火の木のと、火の火のと、土の土の、かのかのと、水の水のと、ひふみよ、いむ、なやこと。二のとふるべゆらとゆら。かしたてまつることのよしを持ちて、平らきく、きこしめせと。命長く、子孫羽、時はかきわに。守りたまい、先はいたまい、かじたてまつる。人数寿命、心力かじ。And breathe, relax everyone. と神、意味とも、看護心、そうにかんだけん、払いたまい清めとも。 それが天張りにかむずまります。かむろぎ、かむろみのみこともして、すめみ、おえかむ、いずなぎのかみつけしの、ひむけの、たちばなの、おどの、あぎがはるに、みそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときに、ありませる。はらいどの、おかみたち、もろもろのまがごとつみかえりよ。はらいたまいきやめたまいと申すことのよしよ。天つかみ、国つかみ、よりずの神たちどもにこしめす。かしこみかしこみもまおす。たかあまはりにかむずまります。かむろぎ、かむろみのみこともして、すめみおやかむ、いずなぎのおかみつくしのひむくの立ちばなのおどのあぎがはるに、いそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときにありませる。はらいどのお神たち、もろもろのまがごとつみかえりよ。はらいたまいきよめたまいと、まおすことのよしよ。あまつかみ、くにつかみ、やお、よるずの神たちともにひこしますと。かしこみかしこみもまおす。たかあまはりにかむずまります。かむろき、かむろみのみこともして、すめみおやかむ、いずなぎのおかみつくしのひむくのたちばなのおどのあおぎがはるに、みそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときにありませる。はらいどのおかみたち、もろもろのまがごとつみかえりよ。はらいたまいきやめたまいとまおすことのよしよ。あまつかみ、くにつかみ、よりずの神たちともにごしますと。かしこみかしこみもまおす。かんながらつまちやませ。かんながらつまちやませ。 Kanagara tamachiyamase. All right, everyone. There we have it. How was it? Nani o kire. どういうこと? What is kire? How was it, everyone? Everyone's awfully quiet. It was great. Good. You guys, I have no sessions booked tomorrow. So I am free the whole time. Who's going in? You're welcome, RR. Yeah, Joe Dog Poo. Hey, Jealous. Got watery eyes. Absolutely. I mean, it depends. I could like put you, yeah, I guess. Yeah, tomorrow's fine. Whenever. Sure. As long as someone else books too, though, I think. Okay. TC. I mean, I can't bring your dog back. I'm gonna put up actually a fund for those for before, like if someone can afford it, everyone can like chip into it. So there you go. I do Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal. I have to do it this way. I might not be able to make my program this summer because it is we're growing, but it's still slow. No problem, Isaac. I mean, say book a session, we'll try. If not, we'll get rid of something, whatever else. Like 6K. Not from any one person. Yeah, they are. Right, Loretta. I mean, it's not a lot. I am getting some aid, I think, this summer. So, and it's a really good program. It's like it's a 6% acceptance rate. So I'm gonna be awfully upset if I can't go. I'll be disappointed. Be very, very disappointed. I know. I know it's not a lot. I think people are so hopeless that they think they can't afford it. But they can. And I don't think anyone here is like living off of $10 a day. I'll have to see who else books TT, and I'm actually gonna make a find. No, they don't. I'm gonna highlight that. Correct. Yeah. See, the link is in my bio. Feel free. It's really, really inexpensive. Other people charge like a couple $1,000 for a lot less. Places charge like $4K for an ayahuasca ceremony that messes up your etheric field. People to pay like 16 or 17K for initiation into Haitian Voodoo. They do. They go down to the Caribbean and drop like 20K. $4K for a D. Not exactly, Jason, but sort of, yeah. The ones going to Haiti, not necessarily. The people that do it, they think it's worth it. I can actually see that. When you do that, Legba, Papa Legba possesses you for like a week and just throws stuff out. DMT is very dark. I mean, I understand, TT. We'll work on it. Mm-hmm. Well, you don't do drugs when you do that initiation. But yeah. But you don't actually have to do it. If you're really well connected, right, you don't have to have a priest or priestess to do it. I don't want to do it, but I'm just saying it's a thing. My friend Diana did. She could do some really cool things. But I don't need to do that. I know, I know. They have all kinds of stuff on them. Yeah, it can be really scary, Jen. You know, you have to really, yeah, I wouldn't do it. The problem with that is like, yeah, the problem with that is Legba doesn't really protect from other spirits, so other things come in. It's freaking kind of crazy. Kasun, he'd benefit coming to it. I don't know who that is. No, haven't heard from Kasun. What's going on with Kasun? That's what happens, right? And don't think just because you're doing like light language ET stuff, it's any better, right? It'll still lead to the same deterioration because it's Sri Lankan full. Okay, so the problem is when people use antidepressants, it dims the nervous system, so they don't always feel these sessions, right? They're like, I don't feel anything. It's because their nervous system is like killed by the antidepressants. But that's not necessarily always true. Some people can still, but yeah. It does that. It blocks it. It still works, but they don't. It takes away their feeling. Hence, being antidepressants. Well, I mean, Rob could feel the sessions. I'm in California, and I need to go soon. Anxiety tablet, same thing. So, guys, if you wish to donate for these sessions, I'm here every night. People, since I've been doing the appointments, people have stopped doing this. I have Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal, but the appointments are really settling down. Not many people are booking now because I mean I haven't been on any podcast or anything like that. I'm trying, but yeah, and obviously Rob took the one I was on off, so no one's really checking that out. But yeah, I take this, even like $1 or two, it helps a lot. You know, it pays for my food and stuff per day. I mean, everyone can do that now. I will try to put the super chats back too, but I mean, I already have like PayPal and Cash App. But I would really like people to do an appointment because I'm able to clear a lot more out and you're able to take a really big jump in your development because we could go deeper and pull more out. Thank you, Isaac. See, Isaac's in $1.44. Exactly. Cashapp and PayPal do not give YouTube a cut. So I prefer it. Yeah, benzos aren't great too either. Jen. Spirits see everything. This is correct. Mm-hmm. They say Christians. Still waiting. Confused about what? Your family? I've interviewed probably like 50 shows. The only one that's replied is Gnostic Bite Radio. You have to remember too, a lot of these folks are not going to like what I say. What do you mean the gateway experience? Yeah, I mean, they have to reply to my emails first. You have to reply to my emails first. Oh, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, guys, please do so. And also, too, did everyone here get to do healing, by the way? It seems like no new subscribers today. I'm not going to just keep emailing places. You got an invite, but are scared. What do you mean? I mean, I send them a nice email. I send everyone a different email. I tell them I like their show. I watch a full episode or part of it, and I comment on it and say what I like about it, and introduce myself. Sure, I can. Hey, thank you. Exactly. So it's not, so it doesn't seem like I'm just like emailing whoever. Yeah, you could use plasms for spells. Absolutely. A lot of hoodoo work is done that way. Hmm. All right, guys. I guess that's it tonight. We did one. And did anyone not get to do a healing tonight? Did everyone get to participate? Yeah, next appointment's not till Thursday. Yep, school's tomorrow. Hmm. All right, and I have a quiz actually. All right, everyone, good night. And please book. Well, I mean, good night.